All right, welcome. This broadcast is scheduled to begin at 6:45. We're just going to do a quick test of the audio, make sure we sound good here. Grand Forks Red River taking on Fargo Davies. Hopefully we are doing something here. How's this for a change? Will this do anything? Will this do anything? I think you should be able to hear me now. Try this now. Bring that back to live, and soon you might be able to hear me. I'm starting to get a sense that it's picking me up a little bit. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're dealing with what appears to be an audio issue here. And so we're going to have a late start to our pregame show. This pregame show, I'm going to try and listen to our audio here once again. We're going to get back to live. All right, I think we're at a good level. We're not bouncing, but this will work. So this pregame show, it's going to be a delayed start. We're going to bring you through it. It's brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. You are watching Red River Basketball taking on Fargo Davies, the two top teams in the East Region, North Dakota Class AA Basketball. Let's take a look at our drive for the title. Drive for the title, EDC boys standings, number 1 and 2 right there. Fargo Davies, Grand Forks, Red River. Grand Forks Red River has a 8-1 record overall in the conference. They are 9-3 overall on the season so far this year. Fargo Davies is 8-0 in the conference, 10-2 overall on the season. Their two defeats have come against it. This came on the season opener versus Orono, 77-62, and then they lost to Minot on December 27th as well by a score of 90-60. Right now, Fargo Davies is on a 7-game winning streak. They're unbeaten in January. So is Grand Forks Red River. They have yet to lose in the calendar year 2025 as well. They're on a 6-game winning streak in their own right. The 6-game winning streak for the Riders features wins over Fargo South, Fargo North, West Fargo Cheyenne, West Fargo High School, and Fargo Shanley. Also a victory over Grand Forks Central last Friday night. Upcoming, there's still 8 games remaining on Grand Forks Red River's schedule so far this season. Immediately coming up will be January 30th. That's at East Grand Forks, a non-conference opponent taking on their Cross River rival. And then on February 4th, they will be taking on Fargo South. The upcoming schedule for Fargo Davies, however, they only have 3 games remaining after tonight. They're going to be taking on Grand Forks Central at home, and then they're going to travel to Fargo South and then wrap up the regular season versus West Fargo Cheyenne. The EDC tournament does not begin until March 4th, so there's only going to be 3 games throughout the month of February for this Fargo Davies team. They're taking on a good one tonight against Grand Forks Red River. Taking a look at our standings, you can see that they're the top 2 teams in the standings in the EDC. Finishing out the standings, we have West Fargo Horace with a 6-2 record overall in the conference. Next, we have Fargo North. West Fargo, they have a 5-3 record. And then Fargo North has a 500, 4-4 record. West Fargo Cheyenne, 3-5. Grand Forks Central, 2-7. Fargo North, 1-7. Fargo Shanley, 0-8. No teams with the same record at this point in the season. A lot of teams are pretty tightly packed in there, separating the top from even 4th place is even just 4 games. Only 3 games remaining for Fargo Davies. Also in action tonight, we have Fargo South taking on West Fargo Horace. Fargo North traveling to Fargo Shanley, and then West Fargo is at West Fargo Cheyenne. This is our drive for the title, brought to you by Toys for Trucks. Accessorize your car, truck, or SUV today at Toys for Trucks. So we're going to continue on with our pregame show. This pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. We were dealing with some audio issues pregame, so we were able to resolve that for you. It appears that we are able to get our audio onto the air, so we're going to have a delayed start to this pregame show. Tonight, we're going to feature a broadcast between Grand Forks Red River and Fargo Davies. As you can see on your screen, the 2 top teams in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Right now, let's fast forward to another segment, and that is our Fuel for the Game. The Fuel for the Game is brought to you by Circle K. See what's new for... Circle K is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Fuel for the Game for Grand Forks Red River, that features Pierce Parks, the leading scorer, 21.4 points per game, also putting up a respectable 6.3 rebounds per game. Cam Clefstead has 19.3 points per game and 8 rebounds per game, and then James Schindler also in double digits averaging 14.2 per contest. One of the top players in the state for Fargo, Davies, one of the players that we're going to highlight for our Fuel for the Game segment for the Eagles, that is Mason Claybo, the Division I commit. Mason Claybo is only 51 points away from Anand Moody's record at the AA, single A level to be the leading scorer in North Dakota history at the AA and single A level. There are a couple other players who played Class B who have had more points throughout the duration of their career. Most notably, most recently, would be Jesse White. But Mason Claybo this season with a staggering 31.6 points per game, also with a very respectable 8.3 rebounds per game. And then Colin Williams providing some support as well with a double-digit average points per game, 12.8 and 8.7 rebounds per game. Colton Renicky has 8.5 points per game and 5.5 rebounds per game. Also want to take a look at Fargo Davies' roster, a player that we do not have listed on our Fuel for the Game. Number 55, Luke Hansen, the junior, coming in at 6'10". I'd imagine he's going to make an impact tonight. Sam Jensen, play-by-play tonight on KNOX Live Sports. We have 3 broadcasts going on for you on KNOX Live Sports. Access that stream by visiting our website, knoxradio.com, or look us up on YouTube, KNOX Live Sports. Make sure to subscribe to that channel. We got Ryan Cunningham over in East Grand Forks covering the Green Wave versus Moorhead in boys hockey. And then Adrian Cummings is also in East Grand Forks. He's watching their boys basketball team take on War Road. War Road is undefeated so far this season, but we're excited about this matchup that we have here right in front of us. This is our Fuel for the Game, brought to you by Circle K, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now I'm going to try and locate a pen that is at my feet, and we're going to get our starting lineups read off for you, but first we're going to pay respect to our nation for the singing of the national anthem. And that was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem played over the speaker system here at Red River High School. We're getting ready for tonight's matchup between the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the Eastern Dakota Conference so far this season. We're in the later stages of the regular season. The EDC tournament already beginning on March 4th. So 8 games remaining on the schedule for Grand Forks, Red River. Fargo Davies only has 3 games remaining. Starting for Fargo Davies, these starting lineups brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC, writing down the numbers as they come out. We'll have these names listed for you as soon as they're done. So Fargo Davies, their starters, starting at guard, number 1, Cade Olhauser. Also, the shooting guard is going to be Mason Claybo, the Illinois State commit. And then also starting is number 23, Colin Williams. And then at forward is going to be number 32, Colton Renicky. And number 40, Holden Witt will be the center for the Eagles. Witt coming in at 6'6", Renicky coming in at 6'5". So there's some size to this Fargo Davies team. Grand Forks Red River has plenty of size to offer themselves as well. Pierce Parks starting at point guard for Grand Forks Red River. Cameron Klefstedt, all 6'5" of him, the senior, starting at shooting guard. It'll be interesting to see his assignment if he's matched up with Mason Claybo this evening. Shooting forward is going to be number 10. That's Matt Dosh, the junior, coming in at 6'3". James Schindler, the lethal shooter from beyond the arc, a guard. Number 14, only a sophomore, also starting. And then rounding out the starting lineup at the post position is going to be J.B. Walters. J.B. Walters is a Division I commit in his own right, that being for football. He's committed to play in Brookings at South Dakota State University next season. So those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. We apologize for the tardy start to our broadcast here this evening. We were dealing with some audio issues. I believe we have those resolved. If not, I'm just talking into the ether at this point. However, my name's Sam Jensen. I'll be doing play-by-play for you here on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. And then behind the camera, we got Joe Banish. Joe Banish learning the ins and outs of the zoom trigger. He's going to keep us on screen and looking good throughout the duration of tonight's matchup. The Eagles of Fargo Davies, number 1 in the Eastern Dakota Conference, working from right to left on your screen. Grand Forks Red River, the Rough Riders, moving from left to right on your screen. The tip is initially won by Fargo Davies. That's going to go into the hands of Claybo. He's going to set up the offense on the right side. They're going to continue to move it around the perimeter, and Claybo's going to have a look at it right underneath the hoop. That was fed to him by Colton Renicky. However, that went off of Claybo's hands out of bounds towards the baseline. So Red River ball. Turnover on the first defensive possession for the Rough Riders. Fargo Davies operating half-court press of sorts. Operating the offense here, this is Schindler. Schindler surveying his options from the top of the key near center court. He's going to turn this one over, trying for a fast break point now for Fargo Davies is going to be Williams, and he is going to get a bucket on the left side. So the first points of tonight's matchup between Fargo Davies and Grand Forks Red River is going to go to Fargo. A bucket off the hands of Colin Williams. First 2 points of the night. We're going to try our best to do some back-of-the-napkin stats, give you an idea of who has how many points. Pierce Parks feeding Walters down low. Walters moving to the far side, utilizing his body as a shield, and Grand Forks Red River is on the board. We're knotted at 2, just a minute gone in this evening's broadcast. There's Williams now with it at the near wing. He's going to cycle it to the far side into the hands of Olhauser. Olhauser's three-point shot, no good. However, there to collect the rebound is Williams. The teams continue to battle for it. Claybo's going to kick it out to the far side. Olhauser now trying to move his way towards the paint, is going to turn it over. Coming back the other way for Grand Forks Red River, that's Cam Clefstead. He's going to go right to the rack, and he's going to go up along the right side of the hoop. That is good for 2 points. Grand Forks Red River gains the lead, their first of the evening. They lead Fargo Davies by a score of 4-2 on our All-True Health System scoreboard. Claybo now handing this one off to Williams. Williams from the free throw line, making his way towards the hoop from the left side. His shot attempt no good. Williams gets the rebound, and he is fouled on the way back up, and the shot still goes. So an and one opportunity here for Fargo Davies. Correction, that is going to be points awarded towards Holden White. And one no good for Fargo Davies, so we're still knotted at 4 apiece. Just over 16 minutes remaining in the first half. Pierce Parks now setting up the offense. He's going to move this one over to Matt Dosh. Matt Dosh making his way into the game. Schindler's going to move it to the near side. Clefstead has it at the wing. Now making his way towards this key along the perimeter. 8 seconds to shoot now. He's going to hand this one off to Parks with 5 seconds to shoot. He's going to make his way towards the rim, put a shot up, and that one is going to go in. Tough 2 points there for Pierce Parks. His first 2 points of the night. Now near side, Williams working his way along the baseline is going to lose control. That one's going to go out of bounds, so that's going to be a turnover against Fargo Davies. That's their second in the early stages of this one. Pierce Parks carrying the ball up the court now. Clefstead now running the offense. He's going to swing this one over to Schindler. Schindler's going to move it back towards Dosh. Dosh to Parks. Nice pass down low to find it to Walters, and Walters gets his third and fourth points of the night. Grand Forks Red River now doubling up their lead over Fargo Davies. 8-4 in the early stages of this one. 2 of the top teams in the state of North Dakota. In the standings of the Eastern Dakota Conference, Fargo Davies, number 1. Grand Forks Red River, number 2, Clabo's layup attempts no good. He tried a reverse layup there, but he was met at the rim. Clefstead coming back the other way, high off the glass. His shot attempt no good. Clabo's going to get the rebound. Clabo just 51 points away from the North Dakota high school record for career scoring at the Class AA and Class A level. If you're a Rough Rider fan, you certainly don't want to see that happen tonight, but Clabo is almost guaranteed to reach that mark by the end of the season. He has 4 games remaining, including tonight. Clabo committed to Illinois State. Nice play off the inbounds there. Colin Williams gets an easy bucket. His 3rd and 4th points of the night. Now Fargo Davies back within 2, 8-6, Grand Forks Red River. Here comes Clefstead walking the ball up the court. Fargo Davies after 1 possession. J.B. Walters again all by himself down low. He's going to miss the layup. Fargo Davies is able to get the rebound, and then Walters is going to foul number 40, Holden Witt, down low. So the Eagles are going to get possession after what looked to be a very good opportunity. High percentage shot for Walters down low. He's not able to convert. We continue to play on. Fargo Davies now trailing by 2. Here comes Clabo walking the ball up the court. He's going to move this one to the near side to number 32. That's Renicky. Renicky gives it back to Clabo. His 3-point shot no good. Davies is able to get the rebound. It's going to come all the way back to center court where the Eagles are going to restart their offense. Renicky trying to make his way towards the basket. Nice lengthy frame. His layup attempt no good. Now here come the Riders coming back the other way with speed in transition. Pierce Parks with the layup that is no good on the left side of the basket. Now here comes Clabo charging back the other way for the Eagles. He pumps fakes. Nice find of Renicky down low. That was a great play there by Mason Clabo. Pretending to do a teardrop shot, nice pump fake, and he finds Renicky right below the basket. Those are Renicky's first points of the evening. All knotted up at 8. Clefstead with it in the far corner. He's going to swing it to Schindler. Schindler's going to swing it to Parks. Parks finds Clefstead back door right underneath the hoop now. He's going to hand this one off to Schindler. Schindler's layup no good, but putting the rebound back is Reese Walters. Reese Walters coming off the bench. That's his first 2 points of the night. Now here comes Clabo the other way. Tonight's balanced scoring here for Red River early on. Let's see how they're able to contain Clabo. Nice pass there to near wing. Olhauser finds its way back into the hands of Clabo. He gives it to Olhauser. His pump fake. 3-point shot from the key. No good. Rebound Fargo Davies, but there's going to be a foul on the floor. That foul appears to be against Grand Forks Red River, so the Eagles are going to maintain possession. 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Grand Forks Red River leading by a score of 10-8 on our All-True Health System scoreboard. Brand new hospital in our community, just opened within the last month. They've officially transferred all of their patients from the old hospital to the new hospital. Nice inbound play there. And Mason Clabo is going to get an alley-oop of sorts, an alley-oop layup, so that's an easy 2 points for Fargo Davies. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep this one here, however. This timeout is brought to you by Apex Apparel, your family-owned quick turnaround apparel and print shop in Grand Forks, and Big Jim's Tire, the region's largest agricultural tire supplier. That's what this timeout is brought to you by. KNOX Sports Department is very busy tonight. We wouldn't be able to be working at the capacity that we're working at this evening without the support of our sponsors. Ryan Cunningham at Civic Arena in East Grand Forks covering the Green Wave versus Moorhead. Then Adrian Cummings also at East Grand Forks covering their boys basketball team taking on Wargo. Big game in that section as well. Almost as big as this one. Here comes Grand Forks Red River coming back the other way, trying to a layup on the far side. That's Reese Walters. He's fouled on the way up. So it's going to be a shooting foul against Fargo Davies. Walters is going to go to the line for 2. Walters is a sophomore listed as a guard and a forward, coming in at 6'2". Walters' first shot is in. Nothing but net there. It's his 3rd points of the evening. Trying to convert the back half of this one to give the Riders another 2-point lead. And the second one does not go in. Red River will settle for a 1-point lead at the moment. Clabo moving with speed towards the rim. He's going to turn that one over. Here comes Schindler quick back the other way, trying to make his way towards the hoop. His shot is up, no good, but there's going to be a foul. They're going to call it on the floor. This will not be a shooting foul against Fargo Davies. Schindler's going to inbound this one from the baseline of the attacking end for the Riders. He inbounds it to Parks. Parks right back to Schindler. His three-pointer from the near corner is good. So Grand Forks Red River now leading by 14-10. That's Schindler's first points of the game. Turnover here for the Rough Riders. Coming back the other way is Schindler trying to make his way towards the hoop. He was fouled. That's going to be a blocking against Fargo Davies. That one's going to go against number 0, Charlie Metzger. And that's going to send Schindler to the charity stripe here, looking for 2 more to build on Grand Forks Red River's lead. First one from Schindler is just short. James Schindler, the sophomore. Him and Reese Walters, both sophomores, seeing some significant playing time for a very good Rough Rider team this season, making quite the contributions. The second one from Schindler will go in. So that'll make a 5-point advantage for Grand Forks Red River, 15-10 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Claybo trying to make his way towards the basket. Interesting to see the defensive philosophy for Grand Forks Red River here against Claybo. It appears that they're double teaming. They have plenty of size to match up against Claybo. We're going to see what Fargo Davies head coach Bart Manson is going to want to do to counteract the defense that head coach Kirby Crefting is going to be throwing towards the star player for the Eagles. That pass was tipped out of bounds. The Eagles are going to maintain possession. Claybo inbounding this one. He's going to inbound this one to Renicky. Renicky's going to hand it back off to Claybo, but the referees are going to say he traveled on his way towards the basket. So that's going to stop the clock with 11 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Checking in now for Fargo Davies, trying to get a number. It looks like this player has some height to him. Checking in Cameron Miller. And we're also checking in Jack Wielden. Walters giving this one to Parks, now at the top of the key. Clefstead has it in the near corner. 5 seconds to shoot. Here's Walters. Walters has to throw the ball up, has the ball taken away from him as the shot clock expires. No whistle, we continue to play on. Here come the Eagles in transition. Wide open layup beneath the basket there. That one's going to be credited to Wielden. Nice wide open basket there for the Eagles. They make it a 1-possession game yet again. This is going to be back and forth all evening, and we're happy to be covering this one for you. We're going to have a foul away from the away from the ball. This one's going to be committed by Cameron Miller. So getting our clock caught up, there is 10 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the first half. Red River inbounding from the baseline right into the offensive attacking end for the Rough Riders. Here's Reese Walters with it. He's going to hand this one off to Schindler. Red River moving this one along the perimeter. There's Jarrett Jonason. First time we've called his name here this evening. We're going to throw his number down on our stat sheet. Jonason gives it to Walters in the near corner. Now 7 seconds to shoot. He's going to try to find Schindler in the far corner. Schindler has to save that one to keep it in bounds. He throws it right towards Claybo, who moves quickly in transition. Nice feed to the left side of the basket to Colin Williams. Colin Williams gets 2 more points. That brings him to 6 on the night. Now a 1-point game. Clefsted's going to pull this one up from mid-range, and it is going to go in after it rolls around the basket. So that is going to be another 2 for Clefsted. And the Rough Riders stretch it to a 3-point lead yet again. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Claybo walks this one up the court. Claybo's going to pull up from 3, and that one is no good. Williams collects the rebound. He's going to step on a Red River defender. No call. Here comes Pierce Parks coming back the other way. An acrobatic layup. He's going to finish on the right side of the hoop. And now Grand Forks Red River leading 19-14. Williams almost has this one taken away from him by Reese Walters, trying a pickpocket from behind. Instead, it's going to be a foul against Walters. He got the wrist of Colin Williams. That's going to reset the shot clock at 30. And the Eagles are going to inbound underneath Red River's hoop along the baseline. Inbounding this one is going to be Cameron Miller. Cameron Miller finds Claybo in the near corner. Claybo immediately pulls up for three, and he's able to hit that one. Claybo's first points of the night, and he's going to make that one count. 3 points for the Division I basketball commit from Fargo Davies. Now a 2-point lead for Grand Forks Red River. Pierce Parks tries a long three. He was unguarded on that one. It's going to go in and out. Claybo's going to collect the rebound for the Eagles. He's going to walk this one up the court. He's going to attack the rim, and that's going to be an and one for the star from Fargo Davies. Another 2 points for Claybo. He was held without any on our stat sheet just moments ago. But a quick three, and now another opportunity for an and one to put up another three here for the Eagles to potentially give them the lead. We're all knotted at 19 at the time being, and that free throw from Claybo is going to give Fargo Davies the lead now. 20-19, still a lot of basketball left to play. It's been back and forth, very exciting to watch. Pierce Parks now backing down a defender, and nice, tough basket there for Pierce Parks to give the Riders the lead right back. Claybo now walking the ball up the court, calling out plays, how he wants the offense to get set, and he's going to attack the hoop from the left side, and that's going to be a foul against Pierce Parks. Questionable from the angle that we're at up here, but that's going to be another two for Claybo. That's going to give the Eagles a 1-point lead for the time being. Claybo just a minute and a half ago had 0 points. He's all the way up to 7. Could be at 8 after this free throw. That one is going to land. It's actually 9 for Claybo. He's had 3 3-point plays. Red River trying to regain the momentum, trailing by 2. Schindler has it on the near wing. He's going to throw this one down low to Foss. Foss is going to kick it right back out to Schindler. Schindler working against Claybo. 10 seconds to shoot now. He's going to find Clefstead in the near corner. Clefstead trying to make his way towards the basket. He's going to find Foss. Foss appeared to have an opportunity to go up with that one, but he loses it on the dribble. It's going to be a turnover for the Riders. Coming back quickly is Fargo Davies. Nice feed from Claybo, finding Colton Renicky down low for 2. So now the Eagles leading the Rough Riders by a score of 25-21. James Schindler with it. The Eagles defense has really tightened things up coming out of that most recent timeout. And we're going to have a foul against Fargo Davies. This one's going to go against Cameron Miller against Pierce Parks. Coming back into the game for Grand Forks Red River is Matt Dosh, the junior. 6'3" forward. Clefstead trying to get it to Parks down low. Claybo takes that one away, tries to throw it off Parks out of bounds. Parks showcasing his athleticism to maintain possession for the Riders. Mid-range J from the near side from Clefstead. That one was smooth, and it's going to go in. Some much-needed points there from Grand Forks Red River to stop the bleeding. It felt like Fargo Davies was going on a run, trying to get it down low to Colin Williams. Colin Williams, nice defense displayed down low by Grand Forks Red River. That's Jonason down low defending against Miller. I apologize for that. Schindler, far wing, trying to make his way into the perimeter. He's going to move this one over to Jonason. Jonason's going to move it. Now it's going to end up in the hands of Clefstead. He gives it to Pierce Parks in the near corner. His three-point shot, no good. Giving chase towards the rebound, but Mason Claybo is going to corral that one. Now just 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Claybo's teardrop layup is going to land, so that's going to be another 2 points for the star from Fargo Davies. He's up to double digits now. He's had 3 3-point plays, 1 3-pointer, 2 and 1s, and now that layup brings him to a cumulative total of 11 points on the night. Grand Forks Red River trying to answer. Jonason with it in the corner. He has this one taken away from him. So another turnover for the Rough Riders. The Eagles trying to make them pay quickly here in transition. Backing down the defender for Fargo Davies is Colin Williams, and that one is going to go in. So that's another 2 points for Williams. And the Eagles extend their lead to 6 now with 6 minutes remaining. in the first half here inside Grand Forks High School's gymnasium. Good crowd on hand on both sides of the court. Pierce Parks trying to attack the lane. Nice staunch defense there from Claybo. He's going to kick this one out to the far side, and that one is going to go in for Jonason. Jarrett Jonason for three from the far corner, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take this one with them after we update our scoreboard. Grand Forks Red River trailing Fargo Davies by 3. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Welcome back to the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. That timeout brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. After a three-pointer from Jarrett Jonason, bringing the Rough Riders back within 3 against Fargo Davies. A nice 1-2 matchup here in the Eastern Dakota Conference here tonight in Grand Forks. The Eagles currently number 1 in the standings. Grand Forks Red River number 2. Williams now, a 2-point shot just inside the free throw line is going to land. So that's going to extend the lead to 5 for the Eagles. Now that's 10 points on the night for Colin Williams. Colin Williams, all 6'4" of him, the junior forward, has been impressive. The tandem of him and Mason Claybo. Schindler now with it in the near corner. Guarded heavily from the perimeter, making his way towards the basket. Now is Camden Dumas. Comes back out to Jarrett Jonason. His three-pointer no good from the far wing. Eagles coming back the other way. Three-point shot from Olhauser from the near corner is going to go in. So that's another 3 for the Eagles. They're coming out of this timeout with their hair on fire. Now leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 34-26. That's a margin of 8 for Fargo Davies. Clefstead with it on the near wing from outside. He's going to hand this one off to Dosh. Dosh is going to give it to Schindler. Schindler now with 5 seconds to shoot, making his way towards the rack. He's going to kick this one out to Jonason. Jonason's three-pointer no good from the near wing. Mason Claybo collects that rebound. He's well on his way for a double-double here tonight. Trying to move quickly now are the Eagles. Williams is going to kick this one back out to Claybo. He's going to pump fake a three-pointer. He's going to give it right back to Olhauser. His three-pointer from the near corner, no good. Rebound comes all the way back out to the perimeter, and that one is going to fall for Fargo Davies. That one is going to fall for Colton Renicky. Empty possession for the Rough Riders coming back the other way. They now trail by 11. Desperately trying to put an end here to Fargo Davies' run here coming out of the timeout. There's a 2-point margin before our most recent break. Fargo Davies getting another second chance point. Putting this one back is going to be Holden Witt. And we're going to get a timeout now from Grand Forks Red River. We will take this one with them as well. We will be right back. The Eagles building on their lead over Grand Forks Red River 39-26 on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World. When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
We interrupt that commercial break to bring you right back to the action. Grand Forks Red River trailing by 13, desperately needing to go on a run here before the end of the half. Schindler walking this ball up the court without much pressure. Any sign of a press from Fargo Davies. Ooh, almost a near turnover there. Klefstad's going to swing this one over to Pierce Parks. Pierce Parks working against Claybo. He's going to hand this one off to J.B. Walters. He hasn't been in the game in a little bit. He had a couple of big baskets early on, but he has not been on the court in quite some time. Let's see if his presence is felt. And here he is underneath the basket, unable to finish though is Walters. The Eagles collect the rebound. Now quickly moving back the other way. Here's Renicky. Renicky coming towards the basket from the far side. He's going to kick this one back out to Williams, and Colin Williams is going to hit the three-pointer from the near wing. That's 13 on the night now for Williams. And the Eagles continue to build on their lead. Klefstad to Walters. Walters down low to Dosh. Dosh hands it off to Pierce Parks. His fadeaway jumper from mid-range, no good. Rebound goes to Colin Williams. Colin Williams moves this ball up the court quickly to Olhauser. A shot from Claybo from three-point range is no good. Grand Forks Red River able to collect the rebound. Now trying to move quickly. They're going to be forced to settle into their offensive set here. J.B. Walters gives it back to Cam Klefstad. He's going to throw up a shot from three-point range that is no good. And Colton Renicky is going to collect the rebound. Here comes Fargo Davies back the other way with speed, missing the basket. Wide open layup there for Colin Williams. That's a rare miss from the junior forward from Fargo Davies. Schindler now thought about a three-pointer. Instead, it gives it to Walters. Ends up back into the hands of Schindler at the far wing. 15 seconds to shoot. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. He's going to throw a three up from the far corner. Rebound gets bounced off the floor all the way back up into the air. Fargo Davies able to collect it. That's been the difference here in the first half. A lot of second chance points for Fargo Davies down low. With J.V. Walters back in the game, let's see if he's able to provide an anchor on the defensive side of the court. Claybo, nice move. He's going to feed his teammate down low. He's going to hand that one off to Holden Witt. And Witt is going to make the basket and one for Fargo Davies. We're going to capture that replay. That was a nice finesse play there from Claybo. A pump fake from three-point range. Instead, he finds Witt down low on the left side of the basket. He had a wide open layup. He's able to convert, and then a foul from Walters. He comes back off the floor for Grand Forks Red River. Witt trying to make this a 19-point game all of a sudden. That's no good. Thankfully for Grand Forks Red River, Klefstad's going to walk this one up the court. Klefstad's going to hand this one off to Schindler. Schindler to the near side to Dosh. Dosh trying to give it to Pierce Parks down low. That one's poked away by Claybo. Claybo now moving in transition, trying to make his way towards the rack. He's going to drop this one off. Thought about a three-pointer. Claybo gets the ball back in his hands. He's going to nail the three. Fargo Davies going on an insane run to the end of the first half here. They now lead by 21. Parks trying to put an end to the bleeding. He's going to turn this one over. Instead, the referee's going to say that went off of Fargo Davies' defender. So the Rough Riders are going to maintain possession. 40.8 seconds remaining on the game clock. 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So that's a difference of about 22 seconds. Klefstad, three-pointer from the near wing. Grand Forks Red River needed that one. Rebound comes out a long ways. Giving chase is Pierce Parks, but it's going to go off his hands. And Fargo Davies now with 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock will likely try slow this one down to get the final shot of the half. We'll give Grand Forks Red River 5 seconds to respond, but the Eagles, thus far, you can feel that Bart Manson is content to go into the locker room with a 21-point advantage. Man, this came out of nowhere, this run. Turnover here from Claybo. Schindler trying to get some points going into the locker room. He's going to turn this one over. With 10 seconds remaining, shot clock is turned off. Grand Forks Red River looking for some sign of life going into the locker room there, looking for some momentum. But Kirby Crefting and his team have a lot of work to do at half. Just 10 seconds remaining here. You can almost guarantee that the Eagles are going to get the final shot, and everybody in the gym knows who's going to take it. It's probably going to be Mason Claybo. And Mason Claybo stepping back for three, and that one is good! Mason Claybo, as predicted, taking the final shot for Fargo Davies. You know what? We're going to capture that replay. And that'll be the replay. That'll bring the Fargo Davies faithful to their feet. That does it after the opening 18 minutes of play here inside Grand Forks Red River High School's gymnasium. The Eagles leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 50-26. We're going to take a quick break here. A word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll break down the first half stats and talk about the action. This was a big one. Mason Clabo getting closer to the all-time scoring record at the Class A, Class AA level in North Dakota high school basketball. We will be right back with EDC Hoops on KNOX.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. At halftime, Fargo Davies leaving Grand Forks Red River in boys basketball by a score of 50-26. Davies absolutely blew this one open with about 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Grand Forks Red River trailing by 2 coming out of a timeout, and it was all Fargo Davies after that. This intermission report brought to you by High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water, and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. The Men of Steel. We got 3 broadcasts going on tonight on the KNOX Sports properties. On air on 1310 AM, 107.9 FM, KNOX is Ryan Cunningham. He also has a video stream available. East Grand Forks taking on Moorhead, the #1 team in the state of Minnesota at the Class AA level. The Spuds leading East Grand Forks last we saw by a score of 3-2. So kind of a surprise, but East Grand Forks coming off a Gambucci Cup, they're full of confidence. Then also over in East Grand Forks, coming down the final stretch, it looks like we have East Grand Forks taking on Warroad. That's a big game in Section 8, Class AA on the Minnesota side of the Red River. This one, after 18 minutes, it's been all Fargo Davies. They're on pace to put up 100 here tonight in Grand Forks. Take you through a scoring summary starting off with Grand Forks Red River. The leading scorer for the Riders is Pierce Parks. He has 6 points. Also with 6 points is Cameron Clefstead. Then with 4 of his own is James Schindler. Also with 4 is J.B. Walters. And then coming off the bench with 3 points of his own is Reese Walters. May have missed a couple of guys there. Not sure that total adds up to 26, but it gets us close. And then the scoring leaders for Fargo Davies. Number 3, Mason Claybo. He's 51 points away from the record. I have him down for 17 in the first half. So just back the napkin stats, that's about 34 away from the record now. Might be able to break it. Would be a tall stretch here in the second half, especially if the Eagles are able to maintain this hefty margin over the Rough Riders. Also with a significant scoring total in the first half, number 23 for the Eagles, that's Colin Williams. Williams has 13 points. Then rounding out the scoring for Fargo Davies, number 32, Colton Renicky, has 8 points of his own. And then we have 4 points being credited to Holden Witt. And then we have 3 points being credited to Cade Olhauser. Then coming off the bench, we also have 2 points being awarded towards Ryland Fisher. So that is our scoring summary. All of our scoring updates are brought to you by Bergstrom Electric, where the light does shine brighter. So at halftime, Fargo Davies leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 50-26. On our High Plains Water Grand Forks Welding and Machine intermission report, we're going to take a quick break here. Word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will have the second half of action here inside the Grand Forks Grand Forks Red River High School's gymnasium. EDC basketball and KNOX. We'll be right back.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was our intermission report brought to you by High Plains Water and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. I'm going to get our clock restarted here and move us along towards the second half of action here as we're getting ready to start. Grand Forks Red River has a lot of work to do, trailing by 24 points against Fargo Davies here to start the second half. The Rough Riders will start the second frame with possession. Inbounding this one for the Riders, James Schindler will walk it up the court. He's going to hand it off to J.B. Walters, who gives it to Pierce Parks, trying to make his way towards the basket from the near wing. His layup attempt no good. Rebound collected by Colin Williams. Colin Williams is going to give this one to Clabo. Clabo's then going to hand it off to Olhauser. Olhauser is going to move it to Williams on the near wing. Williams now making his way towards the basket. Nice job of Pierce Parks there to get his hand on the ball to force a jump ball. The possession arrow points towards Fargo Davies, so the Eagles are going to maintain possession and inbound this one along the baseline underneath the Red River hoop. Clabo inbounding it for the Eagles. He's going to find Williams at the top of the key. He dishes it right back down low to Clabo, working against Pierce Parks. Parks pokes that one away momentarily. Clabo able to maintain his dribble. 8 seconds to shoot. Step back three is no good. Rebounded by Grand Forks Red River. Schindler now moving with a little bit of urgency, trailing by 24 points are the Riders. Schindler pulling up from three. This shot is good. Much needed for Grand Forks Red River. They now trail by 21 with 17 minutes remaining in the second half on our All True Health System scoreboard. The Rough Riders did a good job of containing Clabo in the early stages of half number one. Clabo was still making his presence felt, doing exactly what he just did there. And coming back, Pierce Parks with a layup. And the end one. Pierce Parks makes the end one to make that a three-point play. Parks up to 9 points on the evening. Trail by a clean 20 points due to Rough Riders against Fargo Davies. Williams doing a nice job of keeping that one in along the near line. It's picked up by Clabo. Clabo trying to make his way towards the hoops and nice pivoting. His shot no good. That is rebounded by Dosh. Dosh taking this one end to end all the way to the hoop. His rebound is good as he falls to the ground. Dosh with his first points of the night. Coming with some style there as well. Eagles trying to answer now. This looked like the basketball that we saw for the first 7 minutes of half number one. Three-pointer for Olhauser from the near corner is good. So the Eagles get their third, fourth, and fifth points of the second half. Olhauser now up to 6. Turnover now. The Eagles are able to break up that Schindler pass. Now trying to move backwards in transition. Olhauser to Williams. Williams pump fake, throws a shot up, fouled on the way up. Shot will not go in, but Colin Williams is going to go to the line to shoot for two. Williams with 13 points on the night so far. 15 and a half minutes remaining in half number two. First one is going to land for Williams. Let's make it a 22-point advantage yet again for the Eagles. Renicky checking back in for Fargo Davies. Williams' second is good. He's up to 15 now on the evening. Eagles back to a 23-point lead. Clefstead walking this ball up the court. Looking for someone to pass to here, out of options. Eventually dishes it to James Schindler. Schindler making some moves on the perimeter, getting a screen from Walters. He's going to kick it to Dosh in the far corner. Dosh is going to hand it off to Pierce Parks. Pierce Parks is going to throw up a mid-range jumper from the far side. Shot is no good, and it is going to go out of bounds. So Fargo Davies is going to get possession now. Clock is going to get caught up here. 15 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in half number two. On our All True Health System scoreboard, Clabo for three, wide open, no good. Just short. Clefstead with the rebound, gets that one in stride. He's going to make his way towards the basket. He's going to throw the ball high off the glass, and it is going to fall. So that's another 2 points for Clefstead. And a turnover for Fargo Davies, quickly coming back the other way. So Grand Forks Red River, at this point, you'd almost want to trim the lead to something manageable, maybe about 10 points. Give yourself an attainable goal. Try trim it down to 10 with 5 minutes left or so. Trailing by 21, you got to go on an 11-point run, and then you got to go on a 10-point run. It's a game of runs. Grand Forks Red River has the playmakers on the court capable of pulling off such a feat. Schindler now making some moves from the perimeter. Turnaround jumper, no good. Pierce Parks gets the rebound, goes back up with it. His shot is no good. In and out of the basket. The teams are going to fight for the rebound. Williams collects it. He falls backwards, but it's going to end up in the hands of Mason Clabo. Clabo now walking up the court. Running up the court, nice dish to the near side, creating a wide open layup for Holden Witt. Clabo just sprinting up the court, all eyes are on him, and then Witt is just standing right at the doorstep, and he's able to find him. Almost no look. Another great assist. Do not have stats available to us for points or rebounds, for assists or rebounds. But I would imagine that Clabo is getting real close to a double-double, if not a triple-double. Be interested to see the official box score after tonight's match to see what Clabo ends up with. Right now I have him down for 17 points. Pierce Parks collects that inbound, gives it to Clefstead. Clefstead making his way towards the basket. Fadeaway jumper is good from the mid-range. That brings Clefstead to double digits. He has 10 on the night. He's the leading scorer for Grand Forks Red River. Williams kicking it to Clabo. His three-pointer from the near wing is no good. Clefstead collects the rebound. Rough Riders trying to move it up quickly. J.B. Walters is going to hand it off to Pierce Parks. He's going to throw up a three. That one was deflected by Clabo. Parks collects the rebound. The deflection, I should say, goes back up with it. Has his shot blocked, but it goes out of bounds. And the Rough Riders will maintain offensive zone possession with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Just 13 minutes remaining in regulation. Parks off the inbound. Nice acrobatic layup there for Parks, and that's going to bring him to 11. He now leads Rough Riders scorers. He has 11. Clefstead has 10. Here's Williams with it down low. He was being harassed as he goes up for the shot. That one is going to fall. And it's going to be an and one opportunity for Colin Williams. Colin Williams was 17. He's tied with Clabo for the lead in points for Fargo Davies. Checking into the game now for the Eagles. First time I've said the name, Xavier Ames. Williams' free throw is good. So that brings him to 18 on the night, extends the lead for Fargo Davies to 22. Schindler kicking this one over to Reese Walters. Reese Walters is going to cast a three-pointer, and that one is going to land. That's good. Brings the lead down to 19. Fargo Davies quick to respond, coming back the other way. We're going to have a timeout on the court. Scoring that one for the Eagles is going to be Thomas Lawrence, the first time I've said his name so far tonight. That's going to be 2 for Lawrence, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with him. We'll be right back with EDC Basketball on KNOX.
Branson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to...
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Just missed a little bit of action. Still the same possession that we're catching up on here. Grand Forks Red River trying to bring this one within 20 yet again. Cam Clefstead Mid-range jumper from the far side. That's smooth. That's going to go in. Clefstead now with 12 on the night. Once again, a 19-point game. Red River just needs to go on a couple of runs here, make it a manageable deficit coming down the final stretch to make it feel like you're still in this basketball game. It's tough to do when you got that guy in the court, though. That's Mason Clabo. Clabo makes it a 21-point game yet again. Clabo makes this free throw. This will be his 20th point on the night. The free throw will land. A shooter's roll there. So that's 20 points on the evening for Mason Clabo. The Illinois State commit came into tonight 51 points, back of the record of Anand Moody. Three-pointer there from Matt Dosh. Grand Forks Red River able to get those 3 points right back. Dosh gets his third, fourth, and fifth points of the evening. Cameron Miller. This one comes back. A three-pointer is no good. That one was off the hands of Thomas Lawrence. Comes back. Williams mid-range jumper. A little bit too strong. Rebound collected by Grand Forks Red River. Clefstead now is going to slow things down. He's going to turn around and jump this himself. He's starting to feel it. That's good for Clefstead. The Riders going on a little bit of a mini run here, so to speak. And they need to continue this run and then get another one. Clabo kicks this one out to the corner. Miller's three-pointer, no good. Rebound collected by Grand Forks Red River. Pierce Parks has it. Parks moving it up to Reese Walters. Near corner, back to Dosh. Dosh's three-point shot, no good. Rebound is going to go to Fargo Davies. That would have been nice for Grand Forks Red River. Lawrence has it. He's going to kick this one back to Miller. Miller slowing down the tempo here for Fargo Davies. Nice anticipation there for Dosh. A nice hustle on the ground. Grand Forks Red River able to get a turnover here. Here's Schindler from three. Just short. Clefstead able to get the rebound. He's going to give it to Pierce Parks. That'll reset the shot clock. Here's Clefstead from three. He's had the hot hand as of late. Too strong there. Rebound will go to Fargo Davies as Colton Renicky. Moving the ball up the court quickly. Another nice play there. Some great defensive effort. This one being Schindler. He's going to move this one up to Dosh. Dosh is going to be stuffed from behind by Mason Clabo. We're going to gather that replay. And then Clabo coming back the other way is going to be a foul against Reese Walters. Wow. Almost a LeBron James-esque block for Clabo. The chase down block denying Matt Dosh of a basket. Let's take another look at that one. We have to. This replay courtesy of the Tyler Nagel American Family Insurance Agency. Schindler, nice job to create a turnover there. Passes it up to Dosh, and Clabo meets him at the glass. What an amazing shot block there from Clabo. Clabo makes his first free throw. He's up to 21 now on the night. Second free throw from Clabo is no good. Dosh collects the rebound. Dosh is going to hand this one off to Schindler. Felt like Red River was just wanting to get close into this game. You could feel the urgency. You could feel the momentum start to swing back towards the Rough Riders, but that block from Clabo against Dosh. A tipped ball is going to be out of bounds against Fargo Davies, so the Rough Riders are going to maintain possession. They're going to inbound this one from the baseline to the left of the hoop of Fargo Davies. Dosh inbounding it, looking for options, running out of time. He's going to find Schindler at the 11th hour. Schindler making his way towards the basket, showcasing his dribbling abilities. His layup is no good. Nice hustle there from Walters. He gets the rebound initially, has it knocked out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds, so Red River once again going to maintain possession. And we're going to have a timeout on the court called by Grand Forks Red River's Kirby Crefting. We're going to keep this one here with you. 9 minutes remaining in regulation. Fargo Davies leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 68-50 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Mason Clabo with 21 on the night. Let's take another look at that block against Dosh. Once again, this replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Just a great display of effort from the Rough Riders defensive unit. Dosh had what he thought to be a wide open layup, and showcasing the athleticism was Clabo to block that one. That is certainly a contender for Pro Seed highlight of the game, and it could certainly be a contender for our finest auto trim cover of the game as well. Right when Grand Forks Red River felt like they were clawing back into this one, you know, they want to trim the deficit to around 10 coming down to the final stretch to feel like they have an opportunity to mount a comeback. But that block from Clabo gave the momentum all right back to Fargo Davies. And now it looks like the lead might be insurmountable for Grand Forks Red River, trailing by 18 with 9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Accidentally ran the clock there. That timeout was brought to you by Apex Apparel, your family-owned quick turnaround apparel and print shop in Grand Forks, and Big Jim's Tire, the region's largest agricultural tire supplier. Schindler off the inbound. Three-point shot is up, and it rolls around the rim and lands. Schindler now with double digits on the night. Nice pass down low. Nice defense by the Riders. Combination of Walters and Klefsted there. Klefsted moving the ball up quickly again. Trying to get 2 quick points here. 5 quick points, I should say. Klefsted able to hold on to possession momentarily, and the ball is out on Fargo Davies. And now the clock caught up to us exactly. 8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in regulation. 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Rough Riders. A 3 would be huge here. Inbound it to Parks. Parks trying to make his way towards the basket, and he traveled. He walked. Parks trying a turnaround jumper. He got shoved around a little bit before he attempted his move, and he walked a couple of steps, so he's going to be called for a travel, and that's going to be a turnover against Grand Forks Red River. The Eagles really now starting to slow down their pace. You can feel the tempo slow down. They want to really control the pace of play here in the final stages. Now just 8 minutes remaining. Clabo from the corner working towards the baseline, and that's going to be a charging against Clabo. J.B. Walters doing a nice job of drawing the charge there. With 8 minutes remaining in regulation, that was a hard fall for Clabo, getting called for the charge. All right, Grand Forks Red River trailing by 15. If they can make it a 10-point game with about 4 minutes left, this 3 from Pierce Parks will be big. It's no good. Rebounded by Fargo Davies. And once again, they're going to slow the tempo down. Clabo with what appears to be almost a visible limp here. Walking the ball up the court, pulling up from 3, and that one is smooth. It falls. .24 points now for Clabo. 27 to the record of Anand Moody. Pierce Parks attacking the rim from the right side. His layup is good. Parks with 13 on the night. Klefsted has 14. Those are the players leading in scoring for the Rough Riders. Renicky. His teardrop shot no good. Williams gets the rebound. His putback attempt is blocked by Klefsted. Now here comes Schindler coming back the other way. He has to hustle, fearing another run back block from Clabo. So that's going to get us a stoppage in play. 2 more points for Grand Forks Red River. We're going to take this one with them. We'll be right back with Rough Rider basketball on KNOX.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue-Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Welcome back. Just heard from one of our colleagues in the KNOX Sports Department. Over in East Grand Forks, the Green Wave and War Road boys basketball Section 8 going to overtime there. We have video coverage for you on that one. Switch over to that YouTube channel if you want to catch the rest of that one. Things are starting to tighten up here in our matchup between Grand Forks Red River and Fargo Davies, though. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without our network sponsors, Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Walking the ball up the court now for the Eagles is Cameron Miller. Cameron Miller gingerly walking it up. The Eagles are going to move it along the perimeter. Williams pump fakes a three. He's going to move it to the far side where Miller has it. Claybo noticeably not on the court. A three-point attempt from Olhauser, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. So an empty possession there for Fargo Davies, but the clock is their friend at this juncture. They still lead by 14 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Schindler now walking the ball up the court. Claybo not on the court right now for Fargo Davies. Like I mentioned, it felt like he had a visible limp there for a brief moment. Don't see him on the bench either. Could be receiving some medical attention. Parks, layup, no good. Walters fighting for the rebound. He's going to dribble it out of bounds, though, from his knees. Some nice effort there from Walters, but to no avail. The Eagles will have possession. They're going to inbound underneath their own hoop. So if we do not see Claybo come back tonight, he's going to end with 24 points. We're going to have a foul. I was looking at my stat sheet as that whistle was blown. It's going to be against Grand Forks Red River. Davies is going to inbound it underneath the Rough Rider hoop. Quick inbound play. Williams, quick layup on the left side of the basket. Colin Williams putting together an impressive performance tonight himself. That's 20 now on the evening for the junior forward for Fargo Davies. Now we're going to have a whistle blown. It's going to be a foul on the floor against the Eagles. That is going to be Fargo Davies' third team foul in the second half. Grand Forks Red River has 4. Clefstead trying to move that one down low to Parks. That one's broken up. Now Williams fast break. He's going to go up with it with his left hand, and it is going to fall. So 2 more points for Williams. Nice effort play there. It has to be noted by Matt Dosh trying to chase that one down. Trying to do his best Mason Claybo impersonation. Clefstead down low to Parks. His mid-range jumper no good. The rebound is going to go off of Fargo Davies. That's going to be Williams. As he was falling back, it went off his left arm and then out of bounds. So the Rough Riders are going to inbound this one from the baseline to the right of the Eagles hoop. Dosh inbounding it. He's going to throw it near center court back to Schindler. Schindler pulls up for 3. His shot goes off the rim and falls in. That's 15 points now for Schindler. Now a 15-point game with 5 minutes remaining. Mid-range jumper from Fargo Davies misses everything. The Eagles are able to collect their own rebound, however. Goes back into the hands of Witt. His mid-range jumper yet again no good, and then we're going to have a foul on the floor on the rebound against Fargo Davies. Forgot to start the clock there yet again. I apologize for that. We have 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second half. The score is correct, 75-60. Fargo Davies leading Grand Forks Red River. A 3 here would really change the tenor of the remainder of this basketball game. Schindler throws on the brakes at the far wing, looking for some support. He's going to give it back to Clefstead at the key. He's going to give it to Pierce Parks. Pierce Parks still operating from the perimeter, now making his way towards the basket. Reverse layup on the left side is going to fall. Tough bucket there for Pierce Parks. We've seen a couple of those tonight for him. That's 15 for Parks as well. He joins Schindler, leading the Rough Riders with 15 points each. Rough Riders need a stop here. Here's Witt. Witt moves this one over to Miller. Miller Making his way towards the basket, putting on the brakes, gives it back to Williams. Williams moves it to the near side. It circles all the way around to the near corner. It's going to end up in the hands of Renicky. Renicky's going to attack the basket from the baseline. His shot no good, but Davies able to collect the rebound. Nice play there from Holden Witt. The 6'6" senior center for Fargo Davies High School goes back up with the rebound, and that falls with the foul. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. That very well may be the dagger here tonight. Witt's end one opportunity, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds against Fargo Davies, so the Rough Riders are going to have possession. They're going to inbound it underneath their own basket, trailing by 15 with 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in regulation. Need a miracle run here from the Rough Riders to force overtime, or get a win at the buzzer, or even make things interesting in the final moments. Pierce Parks goes up with that shot. He's fouled by Witt on the way up. That's going to be a shooting foul, so Parks is going to get 2 shots from the charity stripe. Parks already with 15 on the evening for the Rough Riders. Still not seeing Mason Clabo on the bench. With the margin the way it is for Fargo Davies, we have to hope that they're just playing it safe here for Clabo. He has a bright future ahead of him. Bound to break the record for North Dakota career scoring. He would break Anand Moody's record. That second free throw is going to fall for Parks. He's going to make 1 of 2. Here's Williams now from the free throw line. Schindler comes flying in. Williams able to evade that. Then a nice give and go down low, and Williams gets a basket and one with the foul. So he's now tied with Clabo for the lead in points for Fargo Davies and both teams overall tonight. He has 24 with this free throw. He could be the sole leader in scoring this evening. Free throw no good. Klefstedt coming back the other way with speed. He's going to throw a shot up. It's going to be a blocking foul against Witt. So Klefstedt's going to go for the line and shoot 2 for himself. Klefstedt with 14 on the night. Makes his first. Klefstedt thought that was going to be a really good matchup, and then the early stages of this one, he was doing a good job. So was the entire defensive unit for the Rough Riders in terms of containing Mason Clabo. The second no good from Klefstedt. So we continue to play on. Rough Riders trailing by 15 now with 3 minutes remaining. Nice play here. Opportunity down low for Renicky. His shot is no good. Coming back the other way is Red River. Klefstedt trying to move with some urgency. Gives it to Walters down low. He kicks it to Dosh to the perimeter, and Dosh is going to walk with that one. After the pump fake, he tried to make his way towards the basket, but he traveled in the process of doing so. Renicky inbounds this one. He's going to find Thomas Lawrence. And a timeout here for Fargo Davies. They want to talk things over through the remainder of the 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in regulation. It looks like Fargo Davies, the number 1 team in the Eastern Dakota Conference, well on their way to a victory over the number 2 team in the EDC, that being Grand Forks Red River. This timeout is brought to you by Apex Apparel, your family-owned quick turnaround apparel and print shop in Grand Forks, and Big Jim's Tire, the region's largest agricultural tire supplier. So we talked about how Clabo, coming into tonight's matchup, was 51 points behind Moody's record for the Class AA and Class A level. However, throughout the state, nobody is going to beat the overall scoring record, and that one is held by Steve Blem. He played for the North Dakota School of the Deaf, and he had 3,930 career points. Behind him is White Shield's Jesse White, who played recently, and Jesse White was able to eclipse Ron Wagoner who played for Newtown back in the 1960s. Claybo committed to Illinois State, also fielded offers from a variety of schools, but was considering Wyoming and DePaul. Ultimately landed on Illinois State. Chasing down Anand Moody, who started his career at the University of North Dakota, then transferred to a couple of other schools. Southern Utah, and then I believe he ended his career at the University of Montana. In fact, he still might be playing. He played last season. Williams below the basket. His shot is good, but he traveled before throwing his shot up towards the glass, so the basket will not count. We're going to continue to play on here with 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. Clefstead to Parks. Parks making his way towards the basket, circling the wagons, trying to find J.B. Walters, handing that one off. Walters didn't see the pass coming, so that's a turnover for Grand Forks Red River. Now Davies is going to set up their offense. Here comes a quick look down low. Shot from the far side, no good. The Eagles are able to collect a rebound. Williams has it now in the near corner. He's going to have a cross-court pass to Renicky on the far side. It's going to end up back in the hands of Renicky. He's going to move it over. Nice ball movement here from Fargo Davies. 12 seconds to shoot now. Making his way towards the basket. There is Olhauser, and that is going to fall. So Grand Forks Red River trailing by 17 now with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Three-pointer from Clefstead is no good. The Eagles collect the rebound, but they have that one taken away from them by Pierce Parks. And I believe the Rough Riders are going to have Parks head to the line here. A foul was committed. So it's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity here as the Rough Riders enter into the bonus. The 7th team foul for Fargo Davies in the second half. Checking back in for the Eagles is Charlie Metzger. Coming out is Holden Witt. That should do it for Witt this evening. He had 7 points and made his presence felt down low, both offensively and defensively. Front half of the 1-on-1, no good from Parks. Rebound collected by the Eagles. They quickly move the ball up the court. This is Renicky. Renicky finds Olhauser in the near corner. Now the Eagles are going to really start to slow things down. Renicky moves it down low to Williams. Williams backs down the defender. His shot no good. Pierce Parks collects the rebound. Quickly moving it up to Clefstead. Clefstead looked like he was getting ready to throw that one down. He's going to settle for a successful layup. And we're going to have a timeout from Grand Forks Red River. We're going to take this one with them. So we will be right back with Grand Forks Red River basketball on KNOX.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Didn't miss any of the action here. Fargo Davies, nice length, court length pass to inbound that one. Charlie Metzger on the receiving end of that one. Getting his first points of the night, according to my stat sheet. Schindler coming back, hits a three. And that's going to be another timeout for Grand Forks Red River. We are going to take this one with them. We want to get all of our ad breaks in. Make sure to support those who support us, whether you hear a live ad read or one of their commercials. Our coverage of area high school athletics would not be possible without the support of our sponsors.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Once again, not missing any of the action. We were back live here inside the gymnasium of Red River High School in the final minute. Fargo Davies leading Red River by a score of 83-69. Red River operating a full court press. Eagles are able to break this one. Just about 28 seconds separating the game clock and the shot clock here, and Red River is going to start fouling. Trailing by 14 points with 44 seconds left. It might be too little too late here if you're Kirby Crefton and the Red River basketball team, the number 2 team in the Eastern Dakota Conference. This is the second time both these teams have met so far this season. Davies won the first matchup in Fargo back on December 17th, winning that one by a score of 80-70, so a little bit of a closer matchup. Shot no good there off the hands of Reinke. Rebounded by Grand Forks Red River. And Schindler trying to pass that one to the far side. That one is kicked by Thomas Lawrence. So now Red River is going to inbound it from the far side. Doing so is going to be Reese Walters. Reese Walters finding Dosh. Dosh kicks it over to Clefstead, who hands it off to Pierce Parks. His long three-point attempt from the wing is no good. Williams collects the rebound. The shot clock is now turned off. Let's see if Grand Forks Red River lets this game come to a close. Fargo Davies able to break the press. They're going to try for one more basket, and that's going to be successful. A reverse layup there from Colton Reinke, who has 12 points on the night, and that's going to do it for tonight's matchup between Fargo Davies and Grand Forks Red River. Eagles with a statement win over the Rough Riders here this evening. Final score of 85-69. We're going to take a break here. Word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will be bringing you our post-game reports on KNOX Live Sports.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500 or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our post-game report final from Red River High School's gymnasium. Fargo Davies defeating the Rough Riders by a score of 85-69. This post-game show is brought to you by Lake Region State College. We change lives. And Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. We're going to go through, hand out some awards here in one segment, and then wrap up this post-game report. Let's start off with our Proceed highlight of the game. Need seed, think Proceed. Let's take a look at this replay. And this is that block, courtesy of Mason Clabo. Just an unbelievable chase-down block. Our cameraman, Joe Banish, made a comment comparing that to LeBron James' Game 7 of the 2016 Finals, and very reminiscent. So that is our Proceed highlight of the game. Need seed, think Proceed. We're going to take you through a quick scoring summary as well, just the leading scorers on both of these teams. The leading scorer tonight, it was a tie between two Eagles from Fargo Davies. Mason Clabo ended up with 24. He didn't play the final 6 minutes, hoping everything's okay for him. The Eagles had themselves a pretty comfortable lead at that juncture of the game, so you'd imagine that that was just a precautionary measure from Bart Manson and his coaching staff. Also with 24 points was Colin Williams, the junior 6'4" forward, was an absolute force down low. He was performing at a very high level and made his presence felt, especially early on when Clabo did not score until about 7 minutes into this one, and really filling that void in the early stages, keeping the Eagles in it until they finally blew the cover off the door. Colin Williams with 24 points as well. The leading scorers for Grand Forks Red River, Pierce Parks ended the night with 15 points, as did Cameron Clefstead. And then James Schindler was the leading scorer for the Rough Riders. He had 18 on the night. So now we're going to hand out our player of the game. The player of the game is brought to you by PS Garage Doors. The PS stands for Pride in Service. And we're going to hand this one out, of course, to Mason Clabo. He was tied with Colin Williams, who is the honorable mention player of the game in tonight's matchup, but you got to give it to Mason Clabo. We only have the point stats in front of us right now, and he ended with 24, but he made his presence felt with how he was distributing the ball on the offensive end of the court, and then also on the boards with his rebounds as well. I would not be surprised if Clabo ended up with a double-double, and I even wouldn't be surprised if he ended up with the triple-double for that matter as well. So with that being said, Mason Clabo is going to be our recipient of tonight's PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. Once again, that PS stands for Pride in Service. Next, we're going to hand out the finest auto trim cover of the game. Big or small, we cover it all, and something tells me that this is going to be just like what our Proceed highlight of the game was. The finest auto trim cover of the game given to the best defensive play of the evening. This is going to go to that Mason Clabo block once again, just meeting Dosh at the glass. Dosh thought he was walking in for an easy layup. However, Clabo chasing him down for a block, meeting him at the glass as well. Just an impressive vertical and showcase of athleticism there from the senior Illinois State commit for Fargo Davies High School. That's also going to double as our celebration of the game. The celebration of the game brought to you by Balloons by Misty. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Fargo Davies beating Grand Forks Red River by a score of 85-69. Head over to our other KNOX Live Sports YouTube channel. We got East Grand Forks in a tight one against Moorhead in high school hockey, 4-3 in the later stages of the second period. Last time I checked, that's going to come down to the wire, hopefully, and Ryan Cunningham has the call on the radio, 1310 AM, 107.9 FM, KNOX, and then we also have video coverage available for you on our YouTube page. And then we have a final from East Grand Forks High School, their boys basketball team, with a big matchup in Section 8 play against Warroad. East Grand Forks was able to outlast Warroad by a score of 81-77. Just a stunner of the game. Adrian Cummings on the call for that one. So we had 3 broadcasts tonight, and we were able to pull it off. And none of that would be possible without our sponsors. Mostly thanks to our network sponsors, that being Rivard's Turf and Forage. Check out all of their specialized seeds at rivards.com and Grand Trailer Sales, trailer parts sales and service in East Grand Forks. Sam Jensen, play-by-play tonight. Joe Banish behind the camera. Until next time, have a wonderful evening. And then I gotta go close this.